And chat. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Zero Escape, Virtue's Last Reward. We are going to play for about 2.5 hours today. This is finishing up the patronage from earlier in the month, where I needed a break and didn't finish the stream that day. So we are going to continue. We had just finished a puzzle room, I believe. Yes, the archives, the library. And we're about to leave. Presumably the lock for the door. Right now it says lock. You guys ready? I'm going to open the door. Go ahead. I'm all set. Then here we go. 3, 2, 1. You found it! Ellipsis! Ellipsis! Ellipsis!
Is this another warehouse? It looks like it.
Just like the one on floor A.
There's graffiti on the wall here, too. It's something different, though.
Memento mori, if the 9th lion ate the sun.
Did they make a mistake? That isn't how you spell it. They added that E to 9th, but why?
I mean, it seems important. Yeah, that is weird.
What does it mean?
Well, I think memento mori is Latin for something like remember death or don't forget your mortality. That other part, I mean, I assume it's just what it says on the tin.
A conditional relating to whether or not a lion has eaten the sun?
Yeah. Well, we saw a lion in the archives.
But what on earth does that mean? It just seems like gibberish.
Agreed. Whatever it means is beyond me. The 9th lion ate the sun. An eclipse, maybe?
Look at that door over there. Doesn't it look just like the one on the other floor? Yeah, but there isn't anything written on this one.
Yeah, there's a big 9 on the other door. I guess that means this door isn't important. Well, now that you've called it out, maybe it is.
I don't see anything that looks like it might open it either.
Yep. Nothing. Not opening.
Of course it isn't. I mean, look at this thing. It's solid steel.
Well, how do you open it then? Well, what do you expect her to say, Sigma?
From the other side, maybe?
You know what? That's a good point. The other side. Hang on. I have a map, right? Archive. Floor map for floor B. Huh. Floor A. It kind of looks like an elevator shaft. What if the number 9 door just takes you down here? Yeah, it kind of looks like an elevator shaft. Well, the number 9 door wasn't the end of the 999 game. Huh. Alright. Also, where am I in the flowchart? Just to refresh my memory. Okay, I'm on this branch. Cool.
Hey, what's the deal with those doors over there? The ones that are glowing white. Do you think they could be chromatic doors? There are 3 of them.
Yeah, I think you're right. See? They've got those little boxes. These must be the next set of chromatic doors we're supposed to go through.
But they're all the same color. Well, For all the other doors, we had to add colors together to make another color. In this case, we probably just have to make white instead.
Suddenly, the voice of the announcer echoed through the warehouse.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
Oh, grand.
45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
What? Alright, you two, you better, pick ally. How the hell did that happen?
Someone on one of the other teams must have opened one. All they'd need is one of the moon keys.
Why would they do that without waiting for the rest of us?
We can ask them when we get there. Come on.
Yeah, travel time. We leapt out of the magenta door and into the warehouse. There stood Tenmyoji, Dio, and Alice. I forgot about the fucking toilet seat, bro. Hey, what the hell is this? Why'd you open one of the AB rooms before the rest of us got back?
Alice and I haven't done anything.
Dio apparently felt he didn't need to wait.
You got a problem?
Yes, I do have a problem.
Why? I don't remember saying anything about waiting until everyone got back to open the AB rooms.
Are you kidding me? We didn't talk about it because we thought it was common sense.
Sigma's right. We were able to get back quickly, but the others could still be stuck somewhere.
No sooner were the words out of her mouth.
Oh, thank goodness. You're all here.
Did something happen?
Yes. It's Quark, you see.
What? What happened to Quark?
He collapsed. It happened so suddenly. We were just searching our room.
What?
Please, you must hurry to the infirmary. This condition could change at any moment. You should go.
Oh, we're getting to see this again.
Oh no.
Tenmyoji shoved Kei aside and leapt through the yellow door. The rest of us exchanged a few startled looks, then ran off after him.
Quark, come on.
Alright, so we're seeing all this again. In the archives, no, that was just piles and piles of books and papers. Nothing even remotely like medicine there.
What about you, Kay?
I'm terribly sorry. There was nothing of the sort in the garden. Plenty of vegetation, but unfortunately, no medicine.
Oh God. Then he's going to... Oh God, no.
Look, just to be sure, where did the three of you go?
The pantry. There was tons of food everywhere, but Excelivir? Nothing.
Tenmyoji slumped to the ground. No one here, huh? Damn, where did she go? No point in complaining. I just needed to look somewhere else. I turned and headed toward the exit. Travel time. So this is the pantry, huh? Alice, Tenmyoji, and Dio searched this room. Damn, nothing here either. We need to find her quick, or she's gonna do something bad. If she loses it like Quark did, and nobody's around to stop her. Shit, I need to hurry. I decided to try the garden, where Phi, Quark, and Kay had gone after passing through their door. The first thing I noticed when I stepped inside was the smell. Plant life was everywhere, and the air was filled with the fresh scent of it growing, underlaid with the sweet, dry tones of dead leaves underfoot. While the air outside had been dry and harsh, in here it was warm and wet, like a forest after a spring rain. Plants and stuff everywhere. Damn, she's not here either. Oh, she's not in the garden this time. This is bad. We'd been searching for Alice for a while, and I'd found nothing. I hoped that nothing had happened to her, but... Uh-oh. I searched every corner of floor B. She was nowhere to be seen. Interesting, so we don't find her in this branch. This is pointless. I should just get back to floor A. Maybe someone else has found her. Doesn't look like anybody's here. I should have a look in the rooms. Oh, she's dead. Uh-oh. Ooh, that's gruesome. I wonder if she killed herself or somebody else killed her. Alice! The first thing I saw when I stepped through the door was the blossom of red on her chest. It was almost like getting punched. I stopped short, my body refusing to move. No, why did this happen? I forced one shaking foot forward, then the next. My legs began to wobble, and I put a hand against the wall to steady myself as my heart thundered in my chest. I'm not in the golden route, I thought. Insert that line from The Princess Bride about the rare, perfect set of breasts, and it's a shame to ruin them. Calm down. calm down. This looks pretty bad, but you don't actually know anything yet. Yeah, that's right. Maybe it's not too late. Maybe we can still save her. Then at last I pressed my fingers to her neck, and those hopes were dashed. No pulse. Clearly she wasn't breathing either. Her pupils had dilated hideously, making her face seem somehow inhuman. No. Embedded in her chest was a scalpel. I was no doctor, but judging by the angle, it looked like it had pierced her heart. That's a long-ass scalpel, then. Had someone stabbed her? No. What if she...
We're all going to die.
I'd rather die here!
No. No. Something in my brain snapped. Yeah! A scream clawed its way out of my body, taking my mind with it. The last thing I felt was my body slumping to the floor as the world went dark. When I came to, I was floating in a field of nothingness. Huh. Okay. So we can't go through this branch until we do some other stuff either. All right. Okay. Lock number 6. Whoops. God damn it. You know where she went now? Wait, so I should just replay that and I'll know where she went this time? We can just skip through, and suddenly the world shifted. For just an instant, I was somewhere else entirely. My mind reeled, and then, just as I'd begun to adjust, it was gone, as if nothing had happened. What was that? It was the same sensation I'd felt when I saw the vision of the bombs exploding. Had it been a premonition? This is bad. I need to find Alice now. But where could she be? Damn it, Alice, where are you? Crew quarters. What about the crew quarters? Yeah, that has to be it. I set off at a dead run. Achievement unlocked, no lying down on the job. I wonder what that's for. The moment I entered the crew hallway, I made straight for the door to the number 2 room. Alice should be in here. I swallowed and threw open the door. Alice, so you were here. As I spoke, her eyes turned toward mine, but I didn't get the feeling that they were looking at me. Her skin was pale and sickly, and one of her hands held the scalpel like I'd caught her in the middle of something.
What are you doing here?
It's okay. I'm just here to help you.
Help me? What do you mean?
Just let go of that scalpel.
No. I need it to get this bracelet off.
Ooh. Huh?
Remember what Zero Jr. told us? The bracelet comes off when your heart stops. So I just have to...
Stop! Before I even finished the word, I was running. I grabbed both her arms and wrenched them back, pulling the blade away from her chest.
No!
This is more thorough animation than I've seen from this game so far.
Let me go! I have to do this! I can't take it anymore. This whole thing is like a nightmare I can't wake up from. The only way I'm going to get out of here is to die!
Knock it off! With a grunt, I tore the scalpel from her hands. It was a second before I felt a burning pain in my left hand. I'd apparently cut myself getting the damn thing away from her. Very quickly, it progressed from a dull throbbing to a hot line of pain across my palm. Am I infected now? I clenched my teeth and squeezed my hand tight. I was so focused on my pain that I barely heard Alice collapse. She didn't respond when I shook her. Hey, are you all right? She's clearly not, Sigma. Alice, say something. There was a moment of terror before I realized she was still breathing. I didn't know why, but it seemed she'd only passed out. Shit, what am I supposed to do now? Well, carry her back to the infirmary, Sigma. Oh, man. Maybe the infirmary? It's got all those medical things. Buoyed by adrenaline, I hefted Alice's body and took off toward the infirmary, leaving the scalpel behind for somebody else to find. Alice is not as mentally stable as the last game's participants. She's infected with something that's affecting her brain. Quark has it too.
Pay attention, everyone. You need to hear this. The Atom has finished scanning Alice.
And we see all this again.
Everything's coming up Sigma, huh? What a lucky, lucky man you are.
What's that supposed to mean?
You two are going to be playing against Clover. If she doesn't vote, then she'll default to ally. That means if she stays here, the two of you are going to be sitting pretty. Especially you, Sigma. After all, you've got 6 BP right now.
Are you saying I'm going to choose Betray?
If you do, you'll get what you need to escape.
You bastard. There's no way I'd do that.
Is that so?
Well, I'll do it eventually because it's one of the routes, but yes, it is so. For one, I'm not the only one making this decision. Luna's my partner, and she'll be in the AB room with me. You really think she'd just stand by and let me do something like that? Back me up here, Luna.
Well, actually I was planning to let you make the decision.
See? Told you. You can lie to us if you want, but you can't lie to yourself.
Shut up! What?
If I might make a suggestion, what if Sigma and Luna both remained here?
Then we'll all die.
Should all 3 of you abstain, then you would all be guaranteed to ally, correct?
Nope, doesn't work like that.
Why not?
Here, take a look at this. Just take a look at this! I pulled the scrap of paper we'd found out of my pocket.
Huh? What's this?
We found it when we went to the archives.
There wasn't anything like this in the pantry.
Nothing in the garden either.
I guess they only put one in the archives. Whatever. I'll just read it for you. Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then everybody gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. Get it? The whole team can't abstain.
That means either Dio or Tenmyoji's going to have to vote then. And they're playing against Alice.
Oh. I guess playing against is a little generous.
Excuse me. So Alice is guaranteed to vote ally, which means that if Dio picks Betray...
Knock it off. You trying to get back at me for what I said earlier?
Yes.
No way am I gonna choose Betray. You do know our BP's at 1, right? What do you think would happen to her if I did that?
Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized, just like when you break the rules.
I wouldn't put it past you.
What?
Cool it, boys. Don't worry. I'm gonna be in that room, too.
You're not staying with Quark.
I
Huh.
planned to stay here with Quark, just to make sure he was safe. But it doesn't look like I'm gonna have that luxury. I can't trust Dio to make a decision for all three of us. That means we're gonna be sharing a room, bucko. I've got my eye on you.
Good.
Happy now, Sigma?
Yeah, thanks. That's a relief.
Exactly.
Oh man, everybody's against me. Whatever shall I do?
Can't be too careful. I wouldn't want to see Alice killed by an unfortunate accident.
What do you mean, accident?
Oh, Tenmyoji, before we went into the CDs, you told Alice there was something you wanted to tell her. What was it?
Oh, yeah. What was it?
Oh, that, well, I mean, look, it wasn't important. Just forget about it.
No, what was it?
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Time's running out, people. Clover and I will stay here and keep an eye on Alice and Quark. Everyone else needs to go.
What?
You're staying too?
Yeah. Something does happen. Clover might need a hand.
Aren't you a solo? You're playing against Kay and Quark, but with Quark out, that means Kay would get to decide this whole round.
Are you saying that you trust me?
Yes.
Even though I have 6 BP?
Yes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you nuts? What happens when he gets 9 BP?
I'm not worried. Kay won't betray me.
What timeline did you see that from?
How can you know that?
I just know, I guess.
You just know? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Had something happened between Phi and Kay while they were out exploring?
I understand. I can hardly betray trust like that, can I? I will vote for our team.
Good. We're counting on you.
I've had enough of this bullshit.
4 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Come on. We need to hurry.
Yep, let's go.
All right, you kids. Take care of those two, okay?
Of course.
We promise.
Should I do the betray route or the ally route first? I should probably get the betray route out of the way just to have it out of the way. And Phi's going to react to me like I betrayed in this timeline anyway. When I do the ally route. With that, we were off. I gave one last quick nod to Phi and Clover before heading back for the warehouse at a dead run. Everybody ready? I'm going to open my AB gate. Although I guess that doesn't really matter. Dio already opened one earlier.
Then only you and I remain.
Right.
Okay, let's go. Two more AB gates slid open. We all shared one last look at each other before ducking into our respective rooms. Vote.
Two minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
I'm gonna
What
ally.
to do? I mean, how are you going to vote?
No question. If Clover isn't voting, then she's defaulting to ally. Betraying someone who isn't even playing hardly seems fair.
Of course, I think so too. I'm just glad to hear you say it.
Luna's face broke into a warm, happy smile. Not to be sappy, but it was like a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day. I grinned back at her before I knew what I was doing. For a minute, the nonary game didn't seem so scary. Then she spoke.
Sigma, what's wrong with your hand?
Huh?
There's something white on it.
White? What was on that scalpel? There's what? What? What the hell is this? For the first time since I'd found Alice in the crew quarters, I looked down at my hand. Across the palm was some sort of strange white liquid. Sigma cranked one out while we weren't looking. For a moment, I thought I'd somehow touched some white paint or something similar. But the truth was far stranger. I'm an android from the Alien series. The liquid was coming from my hand. It was coming from the cut I'd given myself when I grabbed the scalpel away from Alice. But why? Where was the blood? I felt a very odd sort of fear begin to wrap its hand around my throat. Quickly, I held my palm against my chest. I shouldn't have let Luna see that.
Are you all right?
No, I'm not all right. Yeah, it's nothing. I went to the pantry while I was looking for Alice. There was some milk and I spilled it. It sounded even stupider as I said it.
Really?
Yeah.
But...
Are Phi and I androids? Just shut up. It's fine, alright? I'm fine. Leave me alone. I regretted the words the moment they were out of my mouth, but something was wrong. Very wrong, and my head was spinning.
Sigma...
Oh, man. I'm so sorry. Just don't worry about it, okay?
30 seconds remain until polling closes.
There was no time left. I had to vote. I turned and faced the machine. I took a few deep breaths, but the chaos in my mind refused to calm itself. Calm down. Just calm down. You need to think about the AB game right now. Just forget about your hand. Who was I kidding? There was no way I could forget about something like that.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Press the button, Sigma.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, we're allying. Vote has been recorded. Please wait.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Luna and I stepped out of the AB room. I could see the others filing out of their rooms as we did.
So you chose Ally after all?
Sure did. Yeah. To be honest, the AB game was the last thing on my mind. As chaotic as my thoughts were, they all centered on one thing. The mysterious white liquid.
Do you want to go see the results?
Sure. Luna nodded and walked off toward the projection, but I couldn't move. I glanced around to make sure no one was watching and opened my hand. The liquid didn't seem to have clotted or run out since it was still oozing thickly out of the slit in my hand. What in the hell is this? It couldn't be blood, could it? No, that was impossible. No matter how many white blood cells clumped together, you'd never get anything that looked like that. And I'd never seen my blood do this before. In 22 years of life, I'd seen my body bleed many times. Scraped knees as a kid, accidental nicks with a knife as an adult. But every single time I'd bled red like any other human being. So why was it that this time it was white? Phi and I are androids! What the hell is happening to me?
Hey, Sigma, what are you doing? Get the hell over here. They're gonna show the results.
Yeah, right. On my way. I did my best to compose myself and headed over to join the others.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed.
Well, Alice isn't an android because she bled red.
Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Okay, so we got 4 people at 8. 3 people at 7 and 2 people at 3.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
This is incredible. Look, everyone voted ally.
As we all should from now on.
You did just like you promised, Kay.
How could I choose betray after what Phi said to me?
Tenmyoji and Dio voted ally too.
Tenmyoji wasn't going to let Dio betray.
Of course. If we hadn't, Alice would have died.
Yeah, well, that's about it, I guess.
We should thank the both of you as well. I'm happy to see you also chose ally.
Oh, I didn't have anything to do with it. That was all Sigma.
Then thank you very much, Sigma. Sigma?
His eyes change into emotes. I never noticed that. He just did a happy semicircle emote with his eyes.
Sigma, are you all right?
Come on, what's wrong? Just say something.
Huh? Oh, yeah, looks like we all allied. That's great.
Sigma, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, you've been acting a little out of it ever since we came out of the AB rooms. What happened? You make it past at Luna and get shot down?
Oh, har. No, nothing like that.
Hey man, it was a joke. You remember what that is? A joke? You're in pretty bad shape, huh?
Before Dio could continue, the heavy metal rumble of doors shutting echoed through the warehouse.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the Star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
We can open the gates as many times as we want to?
So let's all vote ally until everyone gets out of here.
Then, that means...
We can play the AB game as many times as we like, right?
Hey, Zero Jr. said something about this, didn't he?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Yeah, right. Sorry to be a pain, but could you all show me your bracelets? I want to see what all your colors and assignments are.
Everyone nodded and held their arms out toward him. I stared at them, terrified to follow suit, but certain that refusing would only draw more suspicion. So I held my arm out, hands tightened into a white-knuckled fist to hide the cut. When their eyes landed on my hand, my heart skipped a beat.
So Dio and Kay are a yellow pair. Luna and I are both pairs, but our colors are different.
Right. You're a cyan, and I'm magenta.
That makes Sigma the only solo, huh? A red solo.
Red Solo Cup!
So what are the 4 we left in the infirmary?
Luna and I are pairs, so 2 of them are our partners.
That means the other 2 are solos. Although, I guess we don't know what colors they are.
They're probably green and blue.
Why's that?
Didn't you see them? There are a bunch of white doors in the Floor B warehouse. They have to be the next set of chromatic doors.
We were the only ones who saw those. We kind of panicked and shit happened. Well, I guess maybe they saw them when, they went looking for Alice. How many of us went looking for Alice? Was it just me and Phi?
Ah, yes. Phi and I saw them as well.
Okay.
On our way back from the garden with the unconscious Quark. And there they were. Each one had a box just like the doors on floor A. Given that, I don't see how there can be any question. Those white doors are our next set of chromatic doors.
I think that our bracelet combinations will have to add up to white in order to open the secondary doors.
Hang on. Where am I on the flowchart? Okay, I did. Yup, if you betray, it's very short.
The pairs are cyan, magenta, and yellow. You see?
Yeah. If we need to make white, then the other 3 colors would have to be red, green, and blue.
Right.
Good. Now that we've got that figured out, I'm heading back to the infirmary for a bit. I want to check up on Quark and Alice.
I shall accompany you then.
Might as well go with you, I guess. No real reason to hang out here.
Well, what will you 2 do?
I need to talk to Sigma about something.
About what?
Something?
Is it my hand? Her usual pleasant expression had been replaced with something much more sullen. She must have noticed that there was something wrong with me. Yeah, everyone noticed that, Sigma. That was what she wanted to talk about. I was sure of it. Okay, fine. I managed to make my voice sound almost relaxed.
Whoa, hold on. A private talk? What are you guys plotting?
We're not plotting anything. I promise. It's nothing.
Fine, whatever. See if I care.
Dio tossed his head with a mixture of arrogance and feigned disinterest and marched out the yellow door. Tenmyuji and Kay quickly followed. In only moments, all 3 had disappeared. So, what was it that you wanted to talk about? I was almost certain I knew, but there was always hope. I did my best to act as if I was genuinely confused.
Oh, I don't really like this room. Could we go somewhere else?
Okay.
Good. I found somewhere nice when I was looking for Alice earlier.
As strange as her request was, I had no reason to object. I kept my mouth shut and followed Luna as she headed off. The
You know
garden?
this place?
Yes, well, sort of. I came here once when I was looking for Alice.
Oh, I see.
So, what brings you here?
Isn't this nice? This is the only place in the whole facility with anything green. I feel kind of silly saying it, but it makes me think of the great outdoors.
As it's designed to? Like, that's not silly.
I think it's the perfect place for a serious conversation.
All right, are you talking about my hand or something else?
Being surrounded by nature makes me feel happy. Oh, there's a bench over there. Would you like to sit down with me?
Choice! Sit down, stay standing. She sat down softly and gently, and I lowered myself down next to her. So, what did you want to talk to me about? Instead of answering, Luna lifted the tiny birdcage pendant she wore into the palm of her hand. She was silent for a moment, and then began to talk.
Can I tell you something?
Sure.
This is actually a music box.
What's that got to do with anything? Really?
Yes.
She twisted the key on the bottom, and it made an almost imperceptible winding noise. When she released it, soft, clear notes drifted out. It's a nice song. Why'd you bring that up, though?
Because I wanted you to know, I guess. I wanted you to know more about me.
Does she have a crush?
Maybe it's because I'm so shy, but I don't really have any friends. Or even any acquaintances, really. So I've sort of always been alone. It was really hard. I felt so lonely a lot of the time. And it hurt. It felt like I was just kind of going to collapse from the inside out. That was when I got this music box. Someone very important gave it to me. They didn't say anything, but I felt like there was an unspoken message behind it. Luna, happiness is closer than you think. Do you know Maeterlinck's The Bluebird?
No. Yeah. Well, I know the gist of it. I believe it's spelled G-I-S-T. I think it starts on Christmas Eve. This brother and sister named Till and My-Till get asked to find a blue bird by this old woman, and they travel to the dream world. Or something. Anyway, supposedly, if you can catch this bird, then you can make a wish come true. So they visit all these different places, but they can't find it. Eventually, they give up and go home. But when they wake up, the bird is in a birdcage in their hut.
That's right. It's a well-known story, and it teaches a simple lesson.
I've never heard of it. Yeah, like you said, happiness is closer than you think.
Right. It got me thinking. Maybe the person who gave me this music box was trying to tell me just that. I don't know if that's true. Maybe all of this is just in my head, but I really felt like that was what they meant. It was so kind. I kept it with me all the time, like a kind of good luck charm. But one day I realized something. There was another meaning to the bluebird.
That it was you in the cage?
In Maeterlinck's original story, it doesn't end with them waking up.
There's more?
Yes. When Till and Mittel try to feed the bird, it leaves the cage and flies away. And then the story ends.
Whoa. What about the moral then?
It changes. Now the message is that just when you think you found happiness, you lose it again.
Well, that's depressing.
I thought about that for a while, but in the end, it didn't change how I felt. I don't know what they intended it to mean when they gave it to me, but I decided how I was going to look at it. It means that happiness is something you should always be looking for, and it's only when you're pursuing happiness that you're truly happy.
Is this all trying to coax me into opening up?
You know, Sigma, I think you might be Till.
What?
You know, the boy who the old lady asked to find the bluebird on Christmas Eve.
What are you trying to say?
Can I ask you something?
Sure. Sure.
Where did you find Alice?
In the crew quarters. What does that have to do with anything?
Just answer me. Where did you find Alice?
Room 2 in the crew quarters. Seen a couple adaptations of Bluebird, including a live-action movie and a few anime. I think VLR is the first time I really learned about it. Maybe it's just not that popular in America? Yeah, no, I've never heard of it before either.
Where were you before that?
I was in the lounge. That was after we'd split up to go look for Alice. The first place I went was the lounge.
So you went from the lounge to the crew quarters, where you found Alice. And then you rushed her to the infirmary, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, tell me this then. How do you know about the garden?
Oh. Well played, Luna.
Just now you said you'd come here when you were looking for Alice, didn't you? That doesn't make any sense. There wouldn't have been any time for you to visit the garden while you were looking for Alice. So tell me, Sigma, how do you know about this place?
Well, I didn't know what to say. I couldn't even explain it to myself. Why had I told her I knew about the garden? Why had I told her I'd been there before?
Sigma, are you a robot? Have you always been here?
She thinks so too. What?
See, it would make so much sense if you were. That would explain why you knew about the garden, and it would explain that cut on your left hand.
Damn, so you did see it, huh?
Yes. I've been told that robots these days have what's called artificial biological tissue, or ABT, on top of a metal skeleton.
Intelligent robots in 2028, everybody.
It makes them look almost exactly like a human. And ABT uses this white liquid instead of blood.
For some reason, when Luna had called me a robot, it hadn't really fazed me. Maybe because it was just so out there. It didn't sound like a real possibility. It sounded more like a theory you'd get from someone in a nut house. Still, my hand was still oozing white liquid. Was I really a robot? No, that was impossible. I needed to stop doing that. Questioning myself so much was giving me heart palpitations. Luna, aren't you a little scared?
Scared? Why would I be scared?
Well, let's say I am a robot. That means there's a pretty good chance Zero's pulling my strings. That would make me your enemy.
Oh, I guess so. Well, even if you were, I wouldn't be scared.
Why not?
Maybe because you're a robot.
What, because it's not a human being betraying you? Huh?
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics?
Okay, are Asimov's 3 laws part of robots in this universe?
They were a set of rules created by the science fiction author Isaac Asimov that he used in several of his stories.
How do you know I have those programmed into me? Rule 1. A robot may not injure a human being or, through inaction, allow a human being to come to harm. Rule 2. A robot must obey any orders given to it by human beings, except when such orders would conflict with the first law. Wait, I haven't been following Rule 2. Rule 3. A robot must protect its own existence, as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second laws. Oh yeah, I've heard those before. That's just an ideal, though. You could work toward that, but I don't think you could ever actually achieve it. I mean, depending on how you program them, robots could do pretty much whatever they wanted to.
Yes, you're right. But I believe in them. In you. However you're programmed, I don't think you'd break any of the 3 laws.
Well, in certain timelines I do.
A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic. That's not you. You have a heart. You're a good person. It's in your eyes. Well, I guess I'm just kind of assuming you're a robot. There's still a chance you're not. We should run some tests.
Oh yeah, she's a doctor. She could... Interesting. Tess?
Yes.
How?
Well, the atom should be able to tell us.
Oh yeah, that thing in the infirmary. I heard the crunch of dried leaves behind us. But when I turned, there was nothing. Who is it?
Is someone there?
Just me.
Sup, Fi? Are you a robot too? Fi?
Sorry, but can you guys come over here? I need you to see something.
Luna and I looked at one another, shrugged, and stepped into the bushes.
Welcome.
What? How long have you been here?
I just got here a little while ago.
Did you hear what we were saying?
No. Were you talking about something you didn't want me to know about?
Maybe.
Whatever. Just have a look at this.
I followed the line of her finger. Oh, right, the bomb. Shit! This is...
Antimatter bomb.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure someone didn't move it here from the crew quarters. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's an entirely different bomb. Look at the number on the side.
It says 01.
And the one in the crew quarters said 3, right? Then that must mean...
Shit. Then there's no question, huh?
I've got more good news. Just think about the numbers for a moment.
You're saying there's a 2 bomb out there somewhere?
I can't be sure, but it does seem pretty likely.
Right, that's why she can jump so high. She is a robot! Damn it. That means we're dealing with a combined explosive power equal to 3 tons of TNT.
Yeah.
Who planted them?
Was it you guys? I mean, you've been in here quite a while.
Hey, don't give me that. You're way more suspicious than we are. What were you doing in the bushes anyway?
Well,
Yeah, spill it.
I was taking a walk.
Taking a walk, huh? Taking a walk? You really think I'm gonna buy that?
Fine. You got me. I heard you two were off talking in secret, so I got curious and went back to the Floor A warehouse. Of course you weren't there. That seemed pretty suspicious to me, so I headed here. And just as I'd suspected, there you were, talking on the bench. I snuck up from behind so you wouldn't notice me. Then, just as I was getting close enough to hear, I found the bomb. So, believe me now?
Yeah, I do. So, who planted the bomb?
Honestly, it could have been any one of us. Anybody could have come here while we were all looking for Alice.
We need to tell everyone about this then.
Yeah, you're right. Let's head back to the infirmary. Well, it clearly wasn't Quark. Everyone else was already there when we arrived. Clover and Tenmyoji. Kay and Dio. And, of course, Alice and Quark. Both seemed to be sleeping peacefully. You'd never think to look at them that they'd been completely insane not so long ago. All right, everybody, listen up. I told them how we'd found the #1 bomb in the garden. And how, judging by the numbering on the 2 bombs we'd found so far, there was probably a #2 bomb out there somewhere, too.
Oh, this is bad.
Sure is, Tenmyoji.
What are we going to do?
Well, I think Alice mentioned something.
There should be an emergency deactivation password. If you enter that password, the device should, well, deactivate. You see it right here. There's a port. If we can find the password input device, we just connect it here.
Did we get the input device in this branch? I think we did.
Then we can enter the password.
So if we have the password, we can deactivate them?
Whoa, hold on a second. That's great and all, but we need that password input device she was talking about. Without that, we're still boned even if we did have the password.
Yeah. That's why I want all of you to let me search you.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me. Chances are whoever planted those bombs is in this room. There's also a good chance they've also got the device we need to deactivate the bombs.
Oh, they're going to be suspicious of me.
So you're planning to search us for it?
Exactly.
But...
No buts. If you refuse, then I'll assume it's because you've got it and you planted the bombs.
Wait, no, that was in a different branch.
Unless you want that, I suggest you cooperate.
Nobody went to the control room in this route. Ah.
Clear? Good. Now who's going to be first?
Wait,
Huh?
you only need to search one person.
What? Why?
Because I figured out who did it. I know who did it. The words were out of my mouth before I'd even realized I was saying them. So we're back to this. Back to another lock.
How can you... There's no way.
Yeah. I met Phi's gaze and nodded, then turned away. I know who set the bombs. That person. That person. You did it. The room was suddenly silent. All right, we've hit two ends in this stream already. All right, so that's a lock, and that's a lock, and I don't want to betray right now. We'll betray later. So I guess we go all the way back and take another branch. Cyan door. Time to find out what's in store in other places. I guess we'll go through the magenta door with Luna. I think we'll pair up with Luna and head through the magenta door. Are you guys good with that?
Sure.
All right.
Then Clover and I will go with Alice.
As long as I get to go with Alice, I'm fine.
I don't have any objections. We'll be going through the yellow door, right?
That means Dio, Quark, and I are doing the cyan door.
Ugh, stuck with a kid and some old fart. I can't see how this could possibly go badly.
Well, maybe we'll get lucky and you'll pull your head out of your ass.
What did you just say?
You heard him, Dio.
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close.
Time to go, guys.
9, 8, 7.
We need to hurry.
All right, guys. Let's get moving.
3, 2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Excuse me. To the lounge. What is this place? Before I find out what this place is, I'm going to take a quick break, go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry that took a little longer than I expected it to. I'm back. What is this place?
Didn't you see the door? It said this is the lounge.
Lounge? Does that mean there's somebody living here?
Well, there doesn't seem to be much dust. Maybe there is.
So you've got a well-used lounge right next to a big empty warehouse. What is this building for?
Beats me.
It looks like there are 4 doors in here.
Yeah. The one we came in, the one opposite it, and 2 more on the left and right. The 2 on the sides are covered with metal plates, though. Don't think we'll be opening them anytime soon.
I guess that just leaves us one option. No good. This one's locked too.
I didn't see any other doors in the hallway we came through. Maybe we can find one of the keys to the AB room in here somewhere.
Well, it's not going to find itself. Let's go. Oh, you know what? I've run into the I know who it is, it's you cliffhanger in multiple branches. What if that happens at the end of every set of branches, and then you've done all of them? And then they all merge into a final golden branch. Wouldn't that be interesting? It's not going to find itself. Let's go. Seek a way out. All right, let's look around. What is this? Garbage disposal. What is this? What's this thing? Some kind of sink? Ah, clever. If you get wasted, you can just puke into here. Not sure that's what that's for. That's not what it's for. There's an icon on the counter above it. You can't fit garbage through those 9 tiny holes. Huh. I guess it's a drain. You pour leftover drinks down it. Oh, okay. It's just for drinks. Never mind. Countertop. What's this blender? Oh, it's a martini maker. A button. Nothing happens when I push it. What the hell is this? A helmet? How on earth does this look like a helmet? It kinda does look like a helmet, Fi. Well, if it's not a helmet, what is it? Maybe it's a bread maker, or one of those automatic cat feeders. What? Liquor! Liqueur! Liquor, red. Liquor, yellow. Liquor, white. Liquor, green. Liquor, blue. Oh my god, do I take all of these? There are a lot of bottles here. How'd you like to have a drink with me? Huh? Oh, You really think this is a good time to be making a pass at someone? She's getting all nervous now. Bottle of alcohol, sun. Moon. Island. Ocean. Planet. Alright, the hell am I supposed to do with these? Let's try combining with stuff. Okay. Two needles. They're long, thin, pointy pieces of metal. They look like they're part of a clock. Are they needles of some kind? Why are there 2 of them? And I get the empty glass. All right. How about this one? Bar counter. You know, I was in a bar this one time. What are you, some kind of bar connoisseur? Ugh. Oh, come on. That was genius. It's better than the cat puns. I wonder what this screen is for. It doesn't look like it's turned on. Can you see a switch? No, nothing. Probably a menu screen. The glass rack. There are several cocktail glasses suspended from it. A lighting fixture with a cover on it. There doesn't seem to be anything strange about it. What do we have here? Mysterious disc! What's this thing? Some kind of top? It's got these cones in the center. Yes, but look at the edges. It looks like part of a map. Could this be part of the Earth? Well, combine it with... planet! Yeah, I knew that wasn't going to work, but I wanted to... yeah. Northern Hemisphere. I wonder what this is. It looks like a banana hanger. Okay, yes, it actually does, but it looks more like a globe frame. What? Is that even a thing? Of course. You've never seen one? Well, anyway, it only looks like one. I think it's something else. So we have no idea what it is after all. I know what it is. What's this? A note? It looks like a page from a journal. Fragment of a bartender's diary. You can review it in the archive. Let's take a look. Bartender's journal. 3 customers came in today, a couple and their son. The father sat in the center, with the mother on the left and the son on the right. When I came to take their order, they said the following. Father, my wife likes the color red and I like white. My son has always liked ocean. Mother, my son has loved the color blue ever since he was a child. My husband likes island and I like planet. Son, my mother and I like moon. My father likes anything green. One of them was a liar, but I swiftly made their drinks and handed them over. Ooh, logic puzzle. Okay. Okay, hang on. Where's my notebook? Hang on, hang on. There's a pen. There's my notebook. Okay. Mom. Red. Planet. Moon. Dad. White. Island. Green. Sun. Ocean. Blue. Moon. One of them is lying. All right. Okay. Planet is purple. Ocean is blue. Island is green. Moon is yellow. Okay. One of them was a liar. Ocean is blue. Island is green. Moon. Moon is yellow. Okay, this is Sunshine Brand. Can I combine these items? Well, the sun was on the right, so it would be sun. Let's do ocean and blue. Cannot combine the items here. Oh, I probably put the empty glass. First, let's look at this. Aha! Heavy hemisphere. There are 2 more to find. Huh? There's something behind this cushion. Astronomy Today. Total lunar eclipse, December 31st, 2028, 4:50 p.m. Is this a magazine? What is it about? Looks like astronomy. Found an astronomy magazine. You can review it in the archive. Astronomy Today. Lengthy lunar eclipse will occur at 4:50 p.m. UT on 12/31/2028. In other words, at 4:50 p.m. you can see a total lunar eclipse. Wait a minute. 4:50 p.m. That is a real total lunar eclipse that'll happen? Oh yeah, I think you guys mentioned that at some point. That there was going to be a lunar eclipse. Alright, what's behind this pillow? Red leather cushion. Achoo! Hey, come on. That was a real sneeze. It was dusty. I thought there wasn't much dust in here. Aha! Looks like a clock, but it doesn't have any hands. Do you think these needles you found might go on there? Let's see. There we go. Well, I put the hands on the clock, but nothing's happening. What if you move them? Move them where? I don't know. Experiment. Alright, let's give it a try then. Put the hand to a specific time, then press the check button. Okay. So this is what the bartender's note is about. Alright, let's... Red planet failed. Red moon. Planet moon? Okay. Alright, let's try the dad's likes. White Island. Oh, you know what? Maybe I had the wrong... Red Planet Moon. Alright, so... Alright, Planet Moon. Okay. Well, we took the Sun's cup, so let's try the Sun stuff. Ocean Blue. Ocean Moon. Or Blue Moon. Now Ocean Moon. Alright, hang on. Damn, no dice. I can't figure it out. I'm guessing I need to move them to a particular time, but... Oh, 450! Three, four... Ha-ha! Sun Green. How about 450? That puts the short-handed green and the long-handed sun. A green sun. Oh, we're getting Homestuck in here. What? This game was made after Homestuck was a thing, wasn't it? Whoa. There's a beam of light coming out of the center of the clock. That's pretty impressive. Alright, let's try eclipsing it. Clock that looks like the sun. There's a beam of light coming out of the center of it. The hour hand is pointing to green, and the minute hand is pointing to sun. Okay, can't use that there. Let's combine. Alright, can't do it here. Alright, where's that light pointing? Yep, light is pointing through where the planet's gonna go. Where is the last piece? VLR was 2012, yeah. Oh, no, there's the last piece. Duh. Damn, I guess directly to the southern hemisphere. This goes against everything I know about geography, which admittedly isn't much. Isn't working very well. Looks like the northern hemisphere. Alright. Alright. Rusty, I guess. Yeah, it seems like a perfectly normal table. Ah, what's wrong? I thought I saw a face in the stains and I got scared. Come on, Luna. Oh, I get it. The completed globe goes here. Yeah, just like this. Blue planet. Perfect. Alright, blue planet. Nope, not the door. Red moon. Blue planet, red moon. Alright. Combine with blue. So you can insert bottles of alcohol, blue planet. Blue planet. The glass is full of liquid now. It looks like we've made a cocktail. Blue planet. Alright, now what do I do with this? Let's put it back here. Oh, wait. Red moon is what is... The mom likes, so the mom and the son were telling the truth. The dad was lying. Let's see what happens. Huh? Hey, this thing lit up. It looks like it's made to light up when you put a cocktail on it. Let's try putting some on the other coasters. Alright, so Red Moon. So mom and son were telling the truth. So mom likes Red Moon, dad likes White Green, son likes Ocean Moon. Throwing away. Yes, I think so. I'll toss this cocktail. No, why waste it? Drink the thing. I'd like to, but what if it's poisoned? See? I think it's better if I just pitch it. There it goes. Well, now I have an empty glass again. Alright. Red Moon. Alright, well, let's deliver this to... I didn't take it. Whoops. Alright, let's make the dad's drink. White Green. Nope, nope. White Green. No, hang on. Can I have to put a planet over here. Okay, hang on. Lion. Looks like the globe is refracting the light from the clock. Yes, into 5 different rays of light. Only the one in the middle is red, though. What the hell does that mean? I think it's supposed to represent a total lunar eclipse. What? Don't you know what that is? During a total lunar eclipse, the moon is entirely covered by the Earth's shadow. That doesn't mean the moon just disappears or turns black, though. It actually reflects light that's passed through the Earth's atmosphere. But this makes it appear to be red. Essentially, what's happening is that the moon is reflecting the sunset. So that red circle of light is supposed to be a total lunar eclipse? Isn't that what I just said? Alright, blue ocean. Maybe. Can't put ocean and moon together. So blue planet, red moon, yellow sun? Yeah, yellow sun. Wait, there was a green sun thing? Hang on, we just heard something about a green sun. Alright, so blue planet. Oh, that was planet. With our powers combined. All right. Moon. Yellow. And sun. Moon there. Blue planet there. Actually pick up the yellow sun. The coasters are red. It doesn't seem like anything else is happening. Red isn't usually good, is it? Do you think we did something wrong? Oh, Mom had red moon. Mom had red moon. Yellow sun. Blue planet. That's another no. All right. Maybe green sun? Did it say something about green sun? Yeah, because I made the Homestuck joke. Oh, right. Green sun. Duh. Well, we'll get rid of the yellow sun. All right. Got it. Hey, good job. All the coasters are green. How did it detect what was in the cocktails? Green means I got it right, right? I think so. Look, something happened on the screen. Sun, star, star. Oh, I saw something like this before. You too? Yes, there was one in your AB room. Yeah, I think so. It opened a safe back then. We should write this down somewhere. No, it's cool. I can remember it. Sun, star, star. You're going to memorize it? Sure, no sweat. I've got a pretty good memory. Sun, star, star. All right, where is that safe? There you are. Safe is just like the one I saw in the AB room. Yeah, Sigma and I saw one just like it. So do you think it opens the same way? Try it and find out. Alright, let's hope that was the regular key. Yeah, it was. Awesome! Awesome! It opened! Good job, Sigma. Well done. There's a bunch of stuff in here. Let's see. First, we've got a map. It says Floor A in the corner. Yeah, we can take a close look at it later. There's still more stuff in here. Why don't you get the rest of it first? Right. Next, we've got a card. 2 cards, actually. Do you think these could be the key cards for the AB rooms? See? It says Ambidex room right on them. Yeah, you're probably right. Now we can get into the AB rooms. And that means we can start getting more bracelet points. Once we've got 9, then we can open the number 9 door and get out of here. At least, that's what that rabbit said. Yeah, but how are we supposed to get back to the warehouse? That's where all the AB rooms are. We can go back the way we came, but that door's locked. I think the answer to that is in the safe. See? Read this note. Here are a few more rules for you. Once you've opened the door, you can hop through it. Chromatic doors are like that too. Color of bracelet can go through them and as many people as you like. Have to escape before you can take advantage of this free reign rule. Go through it to the puzzle beyond. It won't let you go back until you've solved the puzzle. I see. So in other words, once we get out of here, we can get back to the warehouse. Right? Yeah, seems like it. So that means this key here is the last piece of the puzzle. Which door? That door. The thing that keeps the door locked. It says lock. Okay, I'm gonna put the key in. You ready? I keep telling you, you don't have to ask every single... I'm not asking you. I'm asking Luna. I'm ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. You found it! Excuse me. Another elevator, huh?
Do you think it works?
Dunno. Only one way to find out, though.
Hey, someone's coming.
Looks like Alice, Clover, Kay.
And Dio, Quark, and Tenmyoji.
He doesn't look like he's panting. What's going on here?
We ran into them a little bit ago. Well, not literally, of course.
I don't know. With a prowl like that, I imagine you run into a lot of things.
Okay, Sigma's not the only one who's an asshole about girls.
Let me see the map.
Oh, sure. Ah, I get it. All 3 routes end up here.
That's the same as the map we found in the infirmary.
Infirmary?
Oh, we found a map like that too.
Nice to see you up and about, Quark. Feels kind of weird, though.
Ours was in the crew quarters.
That's so. We found ours in the lounge.
Maybe we should sit down for a bit and exchange information.
No. There's plenty of time for that after we check out this elevator.
This is just like the other floor.
These doors have colors on them too. The one on the left is green. The one in the middle is blue. And the one on the right is red. Are these chromatic doors?
Sure are, kid.
Look, there's a box here. It looked like the ones we saw earlier.
Lock. Huh. Yeah, won't budge.
Yeah, just like the other doors. No good trying to force it open, I suppose.
Is something wrong, Alice? You I've been staring at your bracelet.
Oh. No, I'm fine. But it looks like my guess was right. The numbers have changed.
Numbers? Oh yeah, the time left. Looks like 2 hours, 6 minutes.
Ah, for fuck's sake. You telling me we're gonna have to just sit around here for another 2 hours?
Well, I've only got half an hour before the stream ends, so probably not. Looks like we don't have a choice then.
We gotta head back. Quark, why don't you show them that note we found?
Sure.
Oh? Did it say something like supplementary rules? Because if it did, we have one too. We found ours in the infirmary.
Yeah, we found one too. It was in a safe in the lounge. Oh, I can skip ahead here. All right.
So, this is the lounge.
It would seem Zero's notes were telling the truth. Getting back here was easy enough.
That means we could all go visit the infirmary too.
Or the crew quarters.
Hey, Grandpa, check this out. It's some of your favorite scotch.
Oh, tempting. I don't really think now's the time.
Well, hold on. Grandpa? Since when were they buddies? Or had they always been that close? In other words, they'd known each other before the nonary game, and if Quark was calling Tenmyoji Grandpa, maybe they were even related. Alice and Clover seemed to be close too. Just how many of these people knew each other already?
Let's go, buddy. As soon as we get out of here, I can drink all the scotch I want. And you can drink all the root beer floats you can stomach.
I wonder if I had only taken some of the drinks, if they'd still be on that shelf.
What? You're gonna get me a root beer float?
But are you sure? Do you have enough money?
It's a root beer float, kid. What could it cost? $10?
Oh, ye of little faith. I found an old factory full of rare earth metals the other day.
Interesting. So he's a salvager, huh? Shut up, Zero.
Oh, you're finally done? You were taking so long. I hopped off for a little nap.
Ah, for... yawning? Really? You're just a computer program. You don't...
Kay, Quark, and myself each gave one card to Luna, Alice, and Tenmyoji. Then we headed into the AB rooms. There wasn't really any discussion of who'd go into which door, and Phi and I found ourselves heading into the leftmost room. Well, we're gonna ally with Luna. Looks like everybody else has gone in already. Think we should head in too?
Why are you asking me? Just hurry up and get in there.
Okay.
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
What? This game's got a time limit too? What? Hello? What? What the hell? Who is this? Yeah, who is this? Was this person present in this room in other people's games? Huh.
Fuck if I know. Look, it doesn't matter who she is. Just get everybody over here.
Yeah, right. A goth grandma. Hey, guys, get over here. We found someone. There's a lady over here. She's unconscious. I didn't wait for a response, just turned around and followed Phi into the room. We knelt down next to the woman and turned her over as gently as we could manage. All that greeted us was, "Oh, she's dead. Uh-oh. Blood. She's covered in blood." I leaned down to listen at her mouth. Nothing. No breath. With shaking hands, I felt against her neck for a pulse. No movement. Just cold skin. Well, she's not an android. Or, I guess, a gynoid.
What the hell were you yelling at?
Gynoid? Is it gynoid or gynoid? What the hell were you yelling?
What's going on here?
Is she?
Quark, don't look. Somebody get Quark out of here.
Okay. Come on, Quark.
Then she's...
Yeah. She's not breathing, and I can't find a pulse. Her body's already cold, so I'm guessing she was murdered a while ago.
Murdered?
Does this look like an accident or a suicide to you? Are those nails in her chest of some sort?
Looks like she was stabbed. Don't see a weapon around here, though. That means either the killer took it with them, or it was part of them.
Okay.
Part of them?
Well, if someone was strong enough and they had metal hands, then they might be able to stab someone in the heart.
You're thinking about Kay, huh?
What are you suggesting?
It's just a joke.
That's not a joke, Phi.
Don't take it so seriously.
She's casting suspicion on him.
Whatever. If we examine the wound, we'll probably get a better idea of what the weapon was. Let's get her to the infirmary. She might be old, but she's still a woman. If we're going to do an autopsy, she should have some privacy. Come on, boys, let's go.
Interesting. Dio, Kay, and I gingerly lifted the woman up and carried her to the infirmary. Kay could have handled it on his own, but we helped just to feel included. Perhaps he just didn't consider himself one of the boys, or maybe it was something else. But whatever the reason, Tenmyuji only stared. Is that his wife? His whole body was rigid, like a rope pulled almost to its breaking point, but it was his eyes that caught my attention. He wasn't staring at us. Not quite. It was more like he was staring toward us, a smoldering spark of something burning silently behind his gaze. It wasn't until we were almost to the infirmary that I realized Tenmyuji hadn't spoken a single word since the moment we'd found the body. I turned to look back at him. He was following us at a distance, his breathing heavy and labored, and his movements slow and shuffling, as if his body was suddenly made of lead. The old woman's body was surprisingly light. Carrying her felt almost like carrying an old, dry piece of wood, because Kay was helping, and he's got the strength of 3 men. We set her down carefully in the infirmary bed, as if we were afraid she might break. Oh, those are jewels on her chest, and they're just stained with blood, I see. Is that Tenmyuji's wife? She looks so peaceful, almost like she's just going to wake up any minute now.
Maybe she didn't suffer much when she died.
Let's hope so.
Anyway, I feel a little bad about doing this, but I think we need to examine her.
You mean like an autopsy or something?
That is what she said a few minutes ago, Dio.
I'm just going to have a look at the wound. If we had a coroner, then it would be a different story, but...
Oh, this is where Luna introduces herself as a doctor in this branch.
What?
I have a medical license.
You're a nurse?
No.
You're a doctor?
Well, I'm not exactly a coroner.
Interesting. I guess you really can't judge a book by its cover, can you?
Sorry.
You don't need to apologize.
This is an interesting twist. This was not present in the other branch. Unless somebody hid this body. Was it one of us that killed her? Couldn't have been. We were all in the doors, and then we were all together. This body was killed and delivered by somebody who isn't part of the 9.
Are you really going to perform an autopsy? Oh, I won't really be doing it. I think that machine over there is a medical scanner. It's called an atom. It uses nuclear magnetic resonance imaging to examine and diagnose people.
Ah, yes, I remember.
Oh yeah? And just how the hell do you remember that?
Because Alice, Clover, and I examined this entire room.
I was very excited for you to see this since it's a big surprise. Yeah, it's a hell of a surprise. So you think you can use it to perform some kind of autopsy?
Yes, I think I should be able to manage that.
Luna ran the scanner over the body, then turned back to the terminal. The display filled up with text, most of it rather technical. Sex, female. Estimated age, 65 to 75 years. Diagnosis, deceased. Cause of death, exsanguination. Estimated time of death, 3 to 4 hours. Damage trajectory, weapon entered through 4th intercostal, piercing heart. Wound characteristics, wound margin, clean, continuous. Wound angles, 1 sharp, 1 blunt. Wound cavity, 150 millimeters. Wound length, 30 millimeters. Wound width, 3 millimeters. Conclusion. Based on the characteristics described above, there is a 95% chance the wound was caused by a sharp, single-bladed instrument. Huh. Yeah, I don't really get it. What's not to get, Sigma? They're so dumb. What's it mean by instrument? Was she stabbed with a clarinet or something? Oh my god, Sigma is so stupid. I forgot how dumb Sigma was.
It means a tool of some sort. A knife, probably.
In other words, she was stabbed in the heart, right?
Yes.
Well, I suppose that clears me of suspicion.
Sorry, but no.
Why? Please, don't tell me you think my hand can somehow turn into a knife.
I told you that was a joke.
Then why am I still a suspect?
We found the old lady in one of the AB rooms, specifically the one farthest to the left.
Which is the one Kay came out of.
Before we went in there, only 2 other people had been in that room. You and Clover. Only one of you was conscious.
Fi, please, stop joking around. I assure you, there was no one else in that room besides Clover when I woke up. She must have been put there later.
But the door was locked, right? I don't think anyone could have gotten in without the key.
Perhaps, but there was a hatch on the ceiling, remember?
Yes, there was. But Zero said he locked all the hatches.
And Zero could have unlocked one. Well, if he was telling the truth, nobody could have gotten in there after you 2 left. Which means...
You fucking bastard! Why'd you kill her, Kay? I knew it. You're him, aren't you? You're the real Zero.
Wait a minute, please. Just calm down. You aren't making sense.
Yeah, Junpei was a college student in 999.
Let's suppose I am Zero. Why would I do something that would obviously cast suspicion on me?
Well, because you figured we'd think that. And you'd throw us off the trail by doing the exact opposite.
That's not a logical argument. Still, you do have at least half a point. Your argument doesn't confirm my guilt, but it does show us where we should be looking. The real Zero. The person who brought us here is likely the person who murdered that woman. Doesn't that seem like the most reasonable answer?
But we were all in the puzzle rooms, and then we all met up together. It couldn't have been one of us.
I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. If Zero was the murderer, then they could open anything they wanted to. I mean, didn't Zero say something about that?
I live in the master computer. That means all the electronic doors in this whole warren are under my control.
Exactly. Also, consider this. If the murderer isn't Zero, why would the AI Zero stay silent? He told us that his job was to make sure the game ran smoothly, but now the unexpected has happened, and he says nothing. Why would he do that? If he can see everything we do, then he must know who killed the old woman.
Well, let's ask him next time we see him, because we're going to see him at least once more.
So why has he kept his silence? The answer is simple. The murderer is Zero, or rather Zero Senior, I suppose you could say. He likely ordered Zero Junior, the AI, to keep his identity hidden. If Zero Junior told us about the murder, then Zero Senior's identity would be compromised. There is something else to consider as well. Perhaps this murder was not unexpected. Zero Senior murdered her, just as planned. Death is only another part of the game.
Was this to motivate Tenmyuji? Is that his wife? Killing someone is just part of a game to him?
Well, there's no way to know for sure, but I would assume so.
Ten minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Yep, time to go, guys.
All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Whoa, what was that?
I don't know.
Well, one thing's for sure.
And that is?
If we don't go vote, something bad's going to happen.
You see? Just as I said. Zero Junior ensures the game continues, even though someone has died. All of this is part of Zero Senior's plan.
Let's get back to the warehouse. If we all head to the AB rooms, maybe we'll see Zero Junior. After all, he told us he'd give us specifics once we got in.
Well, this is a hell of a twist. Interesting. So someone else was on the moon with us. Really going in there? I kind of don't want to. I mean, there was a dead lady in there just a few minutes ago. Huh? Wait. Fi, where'd you go?
Up here.
Up? Whoa. What the hell is she doing? Is she trying to open the hatch? You must be really desperate to get high.
Seriously? That's the best you can do?
That is indeed the best that he can do.
I was expecting something about how I jump at the first sign of trouble.
Whatever. What are you up to up here anyway? Everybody's already gone into the AB rooms.
Yeah, well, there was something I wanted to check out.
And that is?
This thing. Remember it?
The
Try
hatch?
opening it.
No luck. It won't budge.
Then that means this AB room is locked down tight. No one could get in.
You're talking about whoever killed that old lady, aren't you? Well, Zero could have locked it behind him.
Yeah.
You still think it's K, huh? Well, like Clover said, if Zero Senior is the killer, then it wouldn't matter if we could open this hatch or not.
I know. I just wanted to be sure.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Let's go. I imagine Algernon's waiting for us.
He's a rabbit. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Look. There's something on the screen.
Yeah, you're right. The next game will now begin. Press start. Well, looks like there's no going back now.
Astute observation.
Hooray! I've been waiting.
So have we. We've got some questions for you, Zero. Who was that old wo-
Ugh. Will all of you please stop bombarding me with questions?
Everyone asked that, didn't they?
The
All?
other people in the other rooms are asking me stuff just like you are, Siggy. I guess you probably can't hear them since these rooms are completely soundproof, but B.O. is especially loud. For real, B.O. I need you to shut up. There isn't much time. I gotta hurry and explain all this stuff, or the game will end before I'm done. So, no more questions from now on. No answers for anybody, okay? You just have to wait. Now, let's get this party started! Let me tell you about the AD game. Since it's a hit, for example, Siggy and Fido paired up with Mooney and went through the magenta door, didn't they? That means that Siggy and Fido will be playing against Mooney. And it goes the other way too.
Mooney's opponent will be Siggy and Fido.
Obviously, that means Potassium and Cleaver's enemy will be Alas. And B.O. and Quark's enemy will be Tenmeoldy. Well, I guess enemy isn't really the right word, is it? Okay then. I think that about does it for the basic rules.
Well, actually, there's a little bit more. But
It'll just have to wait, I guess. After all, it's almost time!
Hey, wait!
I won't wait and I can't wait. Didn't you hear me? It is time!
1 minute remains.
60 seconds, we're gonna ally.
Polling closes.
You see, it's time for me to be hopping on out of here. See you later! Have a nice trouble.
We don't have time to talk about this. Choose betray.
No. What? You're kidding. You really want me to betray Luna?
We don't know if she'll ally or not. If we choose ally and she chooses betray, we're screwed. That's a loss of 2 points. You tell me, Sigma. What's 3 minus 2?
1. What kind of idiot do you think I am? It's 1, obviously.
Exactly. If our BP gets down to 1, it's over. So...
Wait, what do you mean by it's over?
30 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
just press the damn button.
You're hiding something. Yeah, you've been suspicious from the get-go. I mean, how'd you know my name? Or how about when we found that old lady's body? You didn't even blink. Almost like you knew she would be there. Look, I don't want to believe it, but did you... Are you...
Fine. If you won't do it, then I...
Don't think so. I'm not going to move until you give me some answers in the 10 seconds we have left. If I don't do anything, it'll just vote ally for us anyway. So let's hear it. What are you hiding? What's "it's over" supposed to mean?
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
The old woman took over all the time so we don't get the funny apple banana story, yeah.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
When your BP hits 0, you die. That's what I meant.
1. Round 1 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Can't believe you betrayed Fi like that again. As Fi and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running toward the monitor, shoving and pushing to get closer. I really like the sudden cut from Fi's line to the button screen. That was a really good moment. Tenmyuji was left behind, his footsteps a slow, heavy plod. What had happened to make him like that?
What was that, Sigma?
Huh?
Don't play dumb. You chose Ally. Didn't you hear me? I told you that if your BP drops to 0, you die.
Yeah, I heard you. A whole second before the deadline. How can you expect me to think anything through that quick? It would have taken like half a second just to process what you'd said.
No, you could have done it. The brain's processing power increases during a crisis.
Not Sigma's! Sigma's brain has no processing power!
It starts working so fast that a second can seem like an eternity. Your brain was doing that right before time ran out, wasn't it? Well, am I wrong?
What the hell are you talking about? Okay, fine. Let's be generous and say, hypothetically, that you're right about this crisis overclocking thing. Sigma, I am very stupid. If he's a robot, it's all processing power, fair enough. How would you know whether or not my brain was doing that? Do you know what I am? Did you crack open my skull while I wasn't looking? You just wedge a microscope in there and have a look at my neurons? Or my wiring? Let me be straight with you. Your shit is whack. Like, hella whack, yo. I mean, you just know stuff you shouldn't. Stuff like my name, or how if your BP hits 0, you die. You told me you didn't know why, but more and more I'm starting to think you've been lying to me. Is this different because I've already gone through a whole extra route?
Yo, what's up? Siggy! Fido! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
Let's go. Time to see what the results are. Maybe it's different this time.
Did Luna betray us in another timeline? There's a timeline where Luna would betray us? Huh? This time? Hey! Fi, hold on! Shit.
Good. Looks like you're all here.
Finally, let's get ready to rock!
Ambidex game! Round 1! The results!
If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Alice picked Ally. Quark betrayed Tenmyuji. Well, I guess Dio betrayed Tenmyuji. Alright, so Clover betrayed Alice, Kay betrayed Alice, Kay and Clover betrayed Alice? That doesn't make any sense. And Dio must have pressed the button for Quark, because Quark wouldn't betray his grandpa. And I knew it. Luna allied with us. Theoretically, in an infinite number of timelines, there must be one where everybody can betray us.
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
Thanks, Luna.
Oh no, it's nothing. You don't have to thank me. I only did what anybody would have done. I believed in you and Phi.
Well, you should believe in me. Definitely don't believe in Phi. Well, I'm gonna have to do a route where I betray you to see everything. God damn it. When Luna glanced away, I threw Phi what could only be described as a smug grin. Rather frustratingly, she didn't respond, only turned away unperturbed. I was about to press the issue when I heard Tenmyuji's voice.
Quark, what happened?
No! It wasn't me! Mr. Dio tricked me! He told me he'd pick Ally! He promised! That's why I let him do the voting!
Is this true, Dio?
Are you serious? This kid's full of shit.
What?
I didn't do squat. Quark was the one who decided how we were gonna vote. And you wanna know what he told me?
You just leave the voting to me, Mr. Dio. Grandpa's gonna choose to ally for sure, 'cause I'm his opponent on this one. I think we should betray. To be honest, I'm getting kinda tired of that grumpy old bastard. He's had a good life, but it's time for him to go. What do you say we leave the old fart here and leave? I've got a plan. See? Don't worry about me. I'll just tell him you tricked me. He'll believe whatever I tell him. Besides, if he still trusts me, that'll make it easier to use him again later. What do you say, Mr. Dio? Pretty good plan, huh? Alright, let's do it.
You're lying! I never should have trusted you! Dio! You're a lying jerk!
Sure, kid, keep whining. See if I care.
Grandpa! You believe me, right?
Don't let this brat fool you, old man. All of this is just part of his plan.
Man, fuck Dio.
You bastard! I'm not gonna let you get away with this!
That's enough, Quark. Don't lose your temper. How long have I known you? I could be deaf and blind, and I'd still know if you were lying to me.
Really?
You're just as gullible as he said you'd be. Hook, line, and sinker. Let me give you a little warning, Tenmyuji.
I am kind of suspicious of Quark in general.
That little shit is a hell of an actor. I'll bet you money he's a born con man. I don't know what he is to you, but if I were you, I'd trust the kid as far as I could throw him, and at your age, that can't be much.
Hey, Inkspill, how's it going? It's been a while.
You hearing me, old man? Keep an eye on him.
It's all right. I understand.
I'm so sorry.
I apologize. This is very unfortunate.
You're the one who picked Betray, Clover and Kay. It looked as though another argument had taken place while Quark and Dio were fighting. Whatever it had been about, it appeared to have resolved itself.
The past is the past. There's no point complaining about it. I'll just have to try and get those points back in the next AB game. Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
You're writing a short story collection. Cool. We have hit time. I'm waiting for a good stopping point. I don't want to stop in the middle of a conversation. I'm waiting for a good stopping point, and then I'll save and we'll quit. So I don't mind going over by a little bit.
Well, you said round one. If there's a round one, then there's likely a round two.
Lots of repeated dialogue. Yeah, it did change. Mine changed from red to cyan.
Me too. Mine's cyan now.
Oh, I'm on Alice's team now.
Mine too. Wait. I guess the colors weren't the only thing that changed. It switched from pair to solo.
You're right. Mine switched from solo to pair.
Mine is now a solo as well.
Yep, looks like mine's changed too. I've gone from solo to pair.
I'm still a pair.
The three of us seem to be magenta now as well.
I'm yellow, and it still says solo. Fi, you and Dio are yellow now too, right?
Yeah.
Looks like I'm a pair.
When did they change?
Back when the AV gates closed.
I think after we finish skipping through dialogue, we'll save and end. Yeah, let's save here. And we'll call it there. Man, what a twist! This was a hell of a turn the game took. Who is this lady? Is that Tenmyuji's wife? Or Tenmyuji's boss? Or somebody Tenmyuji knew from a long time ago? Tenmyuji lore, yeah. Huh. That's going to be something to ponder. Interesting. Very interesting. Why did her corpse turn up now, but not in the other timeline? That's very interesting. I'll bet Zero is also timeline jumping. I'll bet you Zero is also timeline jumping. Very interesting. I'm curious as to where this is going to go. But that's going to be it for today. Let's see my schedule. I don't have anything scheduled for tomorrow, and Tuesday is a live blogging day. I don't have anything scheduled for for Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday yet. I'm still getting people's dates for their patron picks. So I don't have the full March schedule yet, but the next thing I have on the schedule as of right now is Final Fantasy XIV on Saturday. I'm taking Sunday off for house stuff. We're going to be cleaning my deep cleaning my room to get rid of dust mites. And then Monday will be a continuation of Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward at 1 p.m. EST. Then I don't have anything scheduled until the following Saturday for Final Fantasy XIV. But yeah, that'll be it for now. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. And I will see you next time.